I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a...
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned, where we talk everything bourbon, whiskey, and of course, old fashions. Today we were doing something a little bit different. We already did the live stream earlier. Now we're just going to hang back, hang out with you guys, check with the chat, and then of course, we're going to drink some bourbon. So to kind of give you guys a little update on what we did earlier, we did a live stream where we did a blind tasting of Blanton's Benchmark Single Barrel, Weller Special Reserve, and then Eagle Rare Tenure. Tater Dom, what's going on, buddy? I had to shut the last stream down. I didn't know. I feel like I didn't do something correct, so I redid it. Now we're doing a little up and down stream. To kind of give you guys the quick results, the lineup was honestly fairly like close across the board. Benchmark came in last place. Not because like the original taste or anything like that. They came in last place because of the aftertaste. I could taste that it was like a little bit like cheaper feeling. It just didn't have a great aftertaste comparatively to everything else, right? Eagle Rare came in first place. I thought second place was going to be Blanton's, but I picked Weller Special Reserve. Go figure. They were both fairly close. I was sitting there with 2 and 3 at the end, saying which one's which. And I wasn't necessarily trying to just guess them. It was more of a figure out which one I liked more. And I definitely liked Eagle Rare. Then I liked Weller, then Blanton's, then Benchmark Single Barrel. So there you have it on that end. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that Eagle Rare was the winner because I really like Special Reserve and Blanton's. So go figure. I mean, Eagle Rare is bomb too, but yeah. Tater Don, what are you drinking on, buddy? I know you were in here in the last one, so. But yeah, and then we went over some merch stuff. Of course, we went over like what the store is going to look like next week, and then the giveaway stuff. So if you guys aren't already aware of the giveaway, I'll quickly go over that while people start to join in. We're giving away either a bottle of each Taylor Small Batch or Weller Antique 107. That's just kind of what people started voting on. And then it was so 50-50 on like which one that I just said the winner can choose which one. I don't really care because they're around the same price to me. But obviously you have to comment on a video. Every video you comment on gives you an option to be picked because I'm going to pick 4 comments from 4 different videos. And then those 4 are going to go head to head in a duck race. Obviously you have to be subscribed. And then next week, May 24th, Friday, 8:45, we're going to go live. You have to be live in the chat to be able to win that. And most importantly, you have to be 21 because when I ship the bottle, I'm going to have you have a signature where you have to sign and show your ID because y'all ain't fitting to have me thrown in jail. So again, if you want to enter into that stuff, feel free. There's a whole video on it. It's the Eagle Rare video, so feel free to check out that live. I'll go over all those details with you. But we'll be doing that next Friday. And then, of course, we did the giveaway stuff. So yeah, there we have it. I know a few of my regular viewers, they're out at graduations. Is today like a big graduation day or something? Am I missing something on that? You know? I know the graduations here in Florida, or at least Jacksonville for that matter, I know is on next Monday. I know that's like a big graduation day around here. So who knows, you know? I don't. So yeah. But now that I know this is Blanton's, I want to kind of give it another. This is Weller, actually. Let me go back to the Blanton's. I mean, it's good, right? Again, could I tell it's Blanton's now? I mean, I guess. It's not like shockingly much better, you know? I was neck and neck with the Weller, so. No, I like the Weller better. The Weller has like an extra, like a little spice at the end there. So, is the proofs are the same, right? 90 proof, something like that. Blanton's is 93 proof. Weller is 90. So I should crack the seagrass, or honestly, crack the seagrass. Let me know what it's like, because I haven't had that yet. And a lot of people keep recommending it to me. I don't. I would go with the seagrass. Crack it open. Let me know what it's like. Just picked up a barrel sampler. Barrel sampler? I don't even know what that is. I mean, can't go wrong with a big old. Bro, could you imagine? Like, you go to a distillery and they just give you like a sample platter? Bro, just they got everything, just like, I don't know, double shot size of everything? Bro, that'd be fucking cool. Being able to go and like pick up one of everything. But yeah. If you guys missed it, by the way, I repeated this in the last live stream I just got done doing. If you live in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, go check your Winn-Dixies and Publixes. For especially Winn-Dixies, it looks like there was like an allocated bourbon drop, not like an absorbent amount, you know, but like there was tons of Eagle Rare at almost every Winn-Dixie around here. There was a Weller 12-year, Blanton's, E.H. Taylor small batch. There was a handful of bottles at every store. I just saw everybody just picking them up. I think that was on Thursday. So maybe Wednesday, actually. So I would go check your Winn-Dixie, see if they still have stuff. Because me, I know I go to like the mom and pop liquor stores most of the time. And like, you know, they have the point systems and we work out a deal. But the, you know, Winn-Dixie's, honestly, I couldn't tell you the last time I shopped at Winn-Dixie for liquors. So most of the time they just have like the standard bourbon or whiskey lineup in them. So I'll go there for like cherries or bitters and stuff like that. Miss Mabel says 4 200 milliliter bottles. Hey, that's pretty cool. Where did you get that from? Yeah, bro, that would be fucking sick. I think everybody should do that. You could just go to distillers or even liquor stores and they send like little gift bundles, right? Of just like 4 different, you know, 200 milliliter bottles. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be game for that. William Hall says, cheers, y'all. Tater Dom, cheers. What's going on, Will? Or William. I'm calling you Will. Yeah, we just got done doing a regular live stream, you know, the wide angle stuff. And we did a blind between these 4 bottles. Eagle Rare won. Shockingly enough, Weller's Special Reserve came in second, then Blanton's third, and then Benchmark fourth. I was hoping Benchmark was going to sneak up into like the second place, you know what I mean, and just cruise up, make a good solid cheap bottle. I went with single barrel. Maybe I should have went with bonded. We'll never know now. A liquor store in Oregon. See that liquor store? Is it a mom and pop or is it like a chain? Because if that's a mom and pop, they know what the fuck they're doing. I'm game for that. I wish I could go to Oregon. I'd love to go to Oregon, but Oregon is like the complete farthest away from me at this point. But yeah. So. Yeah. If you guys also are new in the chat and you haven't entered the giveaway, make sure you go watch that Eagle Rare video. It's a live stream. You may have to kind of skip around a little bit till you see a little thing about giveaways pop up. But it kind of shows you how to enter, tells you the details of what you got to do. And then, and then you can win a bottle of either E.H. Taylor Small Batch or Antique 107, Weller Antique 107. So, bro, that last live stream was moving so fast, I was worried that I was going to start getting a little too buzzed, you know? Because everybody's like, oh, you got to guess. You got to go quicker. We want the results. Bro, I was like, hey, I'm trying to sip it. My live streams are typically an hour long, you know? I find the foolproof the best, the benchmark best of the benchmark lineup, but bonded is a close second. So there's a running joke. Bro, I have so many bottles that get recommended that it's so hard to, like, when I walk in a liquor store, I feel like everything's been recommended to me. Every time I go to pick up benchmark foolproof, I always mess it up with something else. When I first bought the single barrel, is the first one I got, And I was like, okay, foolproof, foolproof. And then I saw single barrel. I go, that's what they said. Picked it up, got home, then everybody kind of ripped me in the chat a little bit. Went back again, different liquor store, different day, different month, really. And I was like, I got to get the foolproof. I walk in, I saw the bonded. I go, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Brought it home, was like, motherfucker. But yeah, no, I hear the foolproof is the best. I imagine it's got to have all the juice in it, you know. The bonded's very good. Single barrel and bonded to me are fairly close. I do like the bonded better. To me, like the cherry is less cost syrupy, right? If that makes sense. And it's got a couple extra proof points, so it's just a little bit, you know. But everything else was kind of like single barrel-ish, so that's why I went with that one. That, and I need to drink it. With the bonded being there and having all these other ones, I never touch that bottle. And I'm not one to drink, you know, whiskey and Coke anymore. Maybe I don't drink soda. That's kind of the issue, or I'd be mixing them up. A lot of people rip me because I have that what is it? The Evan Williams bottled and bond, which is good, great mixer, but I don't mix anymore except for old fashions, and I'm bougie, bro. I'll fucking make an Eagle Rare old fashioned if I want to. But yeah, so I don't care to pick up the the Evan Williams bottle and bond anymore. Tuxedo Cat, bro. Do you know what time it is, bro? You're late for your shift. I don't know what to tell you. He says, got pulled over by the cutest lady cop. LOL. Turns out my tags expired. Hey, isn't everybody's? You know. I'm glad you made it. You missed the last live stream. We were just live. We ended it just because I don't think I put any of the proper stuff to go live in it. So like only like 2 or 3 people were in there. Eric's, he's busy, so I expected him not to be there, but to each his own. William says, my wife got me 2 of the 3 little, Jesus, this is so hard to read. 2 of the 3 liter barrels. Benchmark foolproof is going to be a main one of those. Not sure what else I'm going to top it off with. Yeah, I mean, by all means, from what everybody else tells me, I would definitely pick up the foolproof. Everybody says it does make a mean old fashioned too, but a lot of the newer drinks people are making for like summer-ish is going to be like the whiskey sours, whiskey lemonade, stuff like that. So I imagine if you pick up like enough of like a budget bourbon, it'd probably be pretty good in that stuff. Just call me Mr. Carter says, sup, I'm eating rib meat burger. Bro, that sounds banging. I had some burnt ends for dinner. We got them from Costco. Bro, they were a little tough, you know. They were pre-cooked, you know what I mean? And we were just doing it quick. Liz says, at least the cop was cute. William says, Tuxedo Cat, that sucks unless you got her number. Hey, did you get it? What is it? The Bobby Extra Crane says, ew is ooey. Okay. I don't even know how to respond to that. I know, blah, blah, blah. She put me in handcuffs and, oh, jeez. Unfortunately, not. She meant business. I wish. Hey, if she didn't let you go out without a ticket, a win's a win. You know what I mean? A win's a win. Tuxedo Cat, you missed the merch update. Just saying. I'll go over it here in a second. Doing brisket on Sunday, Saturday night? Yeah, that's the proper way to say that sentence. Doing brisket Sunday. Quotations, Saturday. Gotta let that thing cook. Are you gonna smoke it? Oh, I'm fucking hungry. I'm a fat kid at heart, for sure. Evan Williams, just not a fan. Yeah, so there's like a cult following with Evan Williams. Bro, it's good, right? It's nothing like you're gonna scream, hey, bro, you have to try Evan Williams bottle and bond. It's very good, but it's a great mixer. I'm not gonna pour pours of Evan Williams bottle and bond. You know what I mean? That's just not what I'm gonna do. I have a million other bottles I can pour. So I made a video saying like top 5 bottles I wouldn't buy again. And number 1 was gonna be Evan Williams. Just because I don't have a purpose for it anymore. You know, if somebody's like, this sounds fucked up to say, like if somebody just doesn't have a lot of money and they're looking for like just the best way to spend $20, and they want a decent sized bottle, they want some proof, you know what I mean? And they want like something that's a little bit versatile, sure. Get Evan Williams. But like if you have $23 or $25, get Benchmark. You got $25.99, get Buffalo Trace. You know what I mean? There's better stuff. So that's just my opinion. People don't like it, and I'm okay with it. Tuxedo Cat says, call me old fashioned going mercenary. Hey, I'll show you. Let me pull it up here. Let me get another pour, and I'm going to clear some of these bottles. If anybody wants to watch that other video, feel free to go watch that live stream after this one. But I'm gonna clean up the desk because I'm not trying to make a mess. I'm gonna drink the Eagle Rare because I'm gonna save the Eagle Rare. I'm gonna switch the pour up completely. I'm going to what everybody knows and hates me for. So, but yeah, he says valid points. It's so late. The Evan Williams to me is crazy because I don't find it good enough to like argue with somebody over. But bro, people lose their mind on me over it. And that's okay, you know. I'm fine with that, but it's just weird why people are like thinking it's the best thing in the world. I'm like, it's $19.99 for a reason. Let's see. William says, Evan Williams, 1883 Heroes is my favorite of the Edward. See, that's what I'm saying. Like and they just came out with a new one, right? Fuck, what is it called? Evan Williams Single Barrel, I think, something like that. I hear that one's really good as well, but you know. Just Call Me Mr. Carter says, expose your deepest secret or pour an old fashioned. If you don't mind going to, Jesus, I can't read. Bro, the chat's moving quick. Expose your deepest secret or pour an old fashioned. And if you don't, I'm going to expose what you did September 11th, 2001. I don't really have any secrets. If you guys don't know, like my most of my life's on the internet. You know what I mean? This isn't my only channel. I have my personal channel where most of my life goes out, you know? So, deepest secret? I don't know. I waste a lot of bourbon, like by making videos. I don't know. I don't know what you would call a secret, I guess. Here's the deal on. Okay, here we go. We got the review in. Miss Mabel, she's got the review on the Seagrass. She says, yeah. Here's the deal on the Seagrass. I don't think I'm a. Jeez, get that off here. I don't think I'm a rye guy. It's good, sweet, stone fruit. It is hitting, but that rye spice is just a little too hot for me. Not to mention 120 proof. So I'm weird with rye. For rye spice, anything. When I drink rye, a lot of times my tongue like tingles weird, right? I don't know. It's just like spidey senses. It's the way I describe it. So like a lot of ryes I don't like. 120 proof. If you like proof stuff, then that shouldn't be an issue. If you're not a huge fan of proof, rye and high proof is always like, that's a man's drink if I can explain it. Like you got to have some hair on your chest. Like that's not me. I'm not that guy. Bobby says, what's your favorite rye? It's right here. This is definitely by far my favorite rye. And I've had a few. Like I'm not like shy to rye by any means. It is going to be Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin Series, their rye. Here, let me slide into this one. That one it's definitely like a little bourbon friendly, right? But it's 90, here, I'll read you the mash bill. It's 95% rye, 5% malted barley. The way it drinks though is a like bourbon friendly. It's not like crazy spicy with it. What? So for me, like it's smooth. It's just expensive. That's the only downside. It's like $80 for that bottle. Let's see. CJ Johnson says, "What you drinking, my boy?" I've drinking a few different things on stream, but right now, current pour is gonna be Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast, bottled in bond from the Redwood Empire lineup. This, I've had it a million times. It's very good. I talk about Redwood Empire so much that people get annoyed. We just got done doing a blind lineup of like Eagle Rare, Blanton's, Weller, and Benchmark. So basically I had all those too. Bobby says, wow, 95%? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it doesn't, like that rye isn't like spicy, all right? It's not burning your tongue. I don't get no weird tingles with it, so. Gear Jammer says, I like Mountain Dew. Hey, bro, a little Baja Blast never hurt nobody. So, let me get a little change of drinks here. Giga Chad says, zero skability toilet riz. Okay. Oh. You're saying I have no toilet riz. My bad. I didn't know. William says, Devil's Tower is phenomenal. Is a phenomenal bottle of Redwood. I can't find Devil's Tower. I can't find any of that lineup. I definitely want to get the Screaming Titan. I did get the Emerald Giant, though, that everybody told me to get. That is also a very good rye, but it's not better than the Bardstown. It's cheaper by more than half, so, I mean, I probably would say buy the Emerald Giant instead if you like rye, but, I mean, that's just to each his own, you know? Mr. Lopez says, would you say that you're a little rye curious? Bro, I'm a little rye curious. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. I like ryes, but it's got to be the right ones because I'm picky with it, you know? Like, I had that, the first rye I ever had was the Willet, what is it called? I have it here. I have the smaller bottle of it. The Willet Straight Rye, rare release, little baby bottle here. Bro, I do not like it. Like, it's good for most people, but, like, it is like drinking Pop Rocks to me. It just makes my taste buds go crazy. Tuxedo says, yes, William, finally someone else taking Devil's Tower. Bro, I'd want Devil's Tower. Gear Jammer says, I'm 61 and I've never drank any alcohol. Congratulations, though. I mean, not everybody can do that, so. I mean, obviously, if somebody doesn't drink, I'm never going to say, go start drinking. But in the right circumstances, maybe go on a little cruise, get a super girly drink, right? A little, like, what is it called? Amaretto sour, which is basically just juice, bro. Good little cruise vibes, bro. That's where I want to go. By all means, don't do that though. Keep the sobriety going. But you're 61 too, so hey, you may have some years left, but how many? You know, live with no regrets. Mr. Lopez says, I do enjoy Devil's Tower. Apparently, everybody has Devil's Tower besides me. I wish Florida would just get their shit together and make it to where I can find these things a lot easier. A lot of, like, so I can find their white label lineup. You can't see it anymore. I just realized that. The Emerald Giant, Pipe Dream, Lost Monarch, all three of those you can find fairly okay. Now, the rye's a little hard to find at times. But like Pipe Dream and Lost Monarch especially, you can find those. I had to like hunt this one down. I had to hunt all the cast strengths down. Now this new lineup, I haven't even seen it yet, so. Well, Mr. Lopez says, Gear Jammer, you poor soul. Well, Mr. Lopez says, I go both ways. Bourbon and rye. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Must be here because he's gone ex-Mormon. Hey, whatever they want to do. Bro, I've had some crazy people pop in the stream before and like yell at me for drinking. And I'm like, it's easy just to skip if somebody like just hates it. But I mean, I'm not drinking to like get drunk anymore, bro. Like 18-year-old me or 21-year-old me, bro, I didn't care what I was drinking. I was just drinking. Now I try to like make the best of whatever I want to drink, you know? If I'm going to have a drink and just like sit back and chill, I want it to be good. And that's what, you know, ultimately had me start the channel because I want to try different bottles. I want to find the best drinks because I don't want to just be buying $20 bottles and saying, hey, that should be good enough, you know? I want to buy something that has some flavor to it. Tuxedo Cat says, I can't stop drinking this Cosmopolitan. LOL, I don't know why. Hey, there is a premixed Cosmopolitan by On the Rocks. Bro, it's a little banging. That and their Strawberry Daiquiri. That's me and the wife's walks Wednesdays. I'm just saying, hey. Gear Jammer says, I bought a fifth of Jack Daniels on my 21st birthday in 1984, and I never opened it. And will it still be good? Will it be better after 40 years? Is it worth any money? Damn, I have no idea. I know, like, once the bottle is opened, it starts to kind of lose it a little bit. Now, with it being still closed, I mean, to be honest, there's not me, I wouldn't buy it, but like there is somebody out there that would want that bottle. You know, a Jack Daniels that's 60 years old that hasn't been open. It probably is quote unquote better if somebody likes the taste of what Jack Daniels tasted back then, because I'm sure it's different as of now. I'm sure it's pretty cool. But if you were to, if for some reason you were to drink, don't drink that one. Drink something different. You know what I mean? Save that bottle. Miss Mabel with the second taste review here says seagrass really smoothed out after the rock melted and got a little creamier, a little less fiery. Are you just drinking the seagrass on the rocks? Just like an ice cube? Tuxedo Cat says, gotta run for a little. I'll be back after the Panthers knock the Bruins out. Bro, pull the Panthers game up. I had to go live, so I didn't finish watching the game. Oh, we're up. We're up right now. And there's a minute left. I'm a big Panthers guy, if nobody knew. Watching my whole life. I wasn't always big on hockey, but I started getting into it. Got the kid a onesie. Bro, we're cruising. Gear Jammer says, not against drinking, just never wanted to. Not religious or anything. Hey, some people are they just don't have a reason to drink, you know? Not like a reason. That sounds fucking crazy. If somebody just doesn't want to, by all means, don't. You know what I mean? There's no reason to just do it just to do it, unless you like that. You know what I mean? It's just like smoking a cigarette for the first time or smoking weed for the first time. Some people do it, they try it, they don't like it, and then they just don't do it again. Some people have no urge to ever do it, which is totally fine. Most of us, on the other hand, we fall into peer pressure super quick. So let's see. CJ Johnson says, how much can you drink, my boy? Hey, I mean, I'm not like a crazy hardcore drinker. Like I'm not the lightest lightweight, but I'm not gonna say I can outdrink a lot of people. I could probably outdrink the normal person, but like anybody that like drinks, no, they probably smoke me. WTPT says, new subscriber here. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the family. If you like bourbon or whiskey, just throwing it out there, feel free to go to the what video is it? There is a video on my channel somewhere with a bottle of Eagle Rare for MSRP. Watch that video. You'll be able to see how you can enter into the giveaway for a bottle of E.H. Taylor Small Batch or Antique 107. So I go over it so many times, but I would just refer people to that video now. You may have to skip around, but enter in, definitely. Mr. Lopez says, don't forget to smash the like button, folks. Mr. Lopez always in here clutching me up because I forget that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you, Mr. Lopez. Miss Mabel says, I actually added a couple ice cubes and I'm still learning. So I'll kind of segue this to like anybody that's new to bourbon, right? I'm not saying you're new to bourbon by any means. Like if you get a bottle, I always say try it neat first, right? And then explore that bottle a little bit more. Put some ice in it or a couple drops of water in it, right? And then you can explore it that way too. And then take that same bottle and make a cocktail with it. Whatever your preference is. Me is an old fashioned. And then explore it that way too. And that way you can really understand what the heck you're drinking. You know, most people think people are on here just to drink whiskey or alcohol and just slam it down. But most people are trying to like enjoy what's actually in there and the craftsmanship that it took to make this bottle, you know, or any bottle for that matter. So putting some ice in it, a little bit of water, sometimes opens it up, especially on the higher proof stuff. Makes it a little easier to drink too. So Gear Jammer says, my Jack Daniels bottle still has that paper seal going over it. Over the top of the cap. I have no children, so I don't know who to leave my Jack Daniels to. So what I would say, this is professional advice. I don't know what the bottle's worth. Go to Google, or not Google, eBay. Look on eBay, like if somebody's selling something that's similar and what it's going for price-wise, maybe start looking that way. Because there's a few different YouTubers that like buy dusty bottles. That's what it's considered. And some people pay a lot of money for it. Jack Daniels, the only thing that I don't know is because it's just Jack Daniels, you can go to the store and pick up Jack Daniels for like 20, 25 bucks. You know what I mean? So I don't know what their mash bill was back, 60 years ago. So I don't know if it's better or worse. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I'm not that old. Sorry. Mr. Lopez says, I'll proudly hold on to it for you, sir. 6.7 Cummins in the chat. What's going on, man? Yo. You missed a whole bunch of stuff, buddy. Better late than never, though. We appreciate you showing up. Right now, we're drinking the Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast, but we did do a separate live stream earlier where we did a blind of the Eagle Rare, Blanton's, Weller Special Reserve, and the Benchmark Single Barrel. Spoiler, Eagle Rare won, but like it's crazy enough, all of them were fairly similar, right? Like you can tell they're from the same distillery. I mean, they have the same profile. They all have their own uniqueness to it, but that's just kind of cue obvious product placement. What? I don't sell alcohol, my boy. I don't know what to tell you there. You know what I should have done to kind of have everybody shut me up? Would have been like throw in a bottle of one of the Redwood Empires and blind that with everything else so I can stop saying that it's my favorite. But I mean, hey, what do I know? Benchmark Single Barrel is solid. It's very good. To be honest, when I did the blind, I could tell it was Benchmark. So like what I kind of graded on, right, was like when you first kind of take that first sip and you kind of get the body of it, all of those across the board was all fairly similar. I tasted a lot more cherry flavor, which is like kind of cherry cop syrup for the Benchmark. It was just the aftertaste that was like, hey, like that one's going in last place, quote unquote. It was still very good though. The price difference across the board though, Benchmark was like a quarter of the price. So Eagle Rare won because it's a little bit smoother, a little bit more flavor comparatively to me and my palate. But I love the Benchmark lineup. I think they're all very good. I drink those by pours whenever I can. I think the single barrel, though, I probably would choose bonded over the single barrel. That's just me. And everybody else tells me I need to choose the full proof. So, but yeah. The Redwood Empire lineup is pretty solid, though, when it comes to all things considered. I like this bottle just because of the design. But I've been branching out. I've been trying not to buy just Redwood Empire. I've been trying to buy other things. Like I went and I got a bottle of Hibiki. If you guys know what this is a Japanese whiskey from it's a Suntory whiskey. What's your least liked bottle you own? Fuck, bro. Where is it? There's so many I own. This one. I fucking hate this bottle. I do not like it. This is the Whistle Pig Piggyback Single Barrel. It is finished with G-force from an F1 car. It's the bottle itself. You could say it's not bad, but like it's a rye whiskey with lychee and oolong tea barreled finish whiskey. The tea it tastes like artificial tea. I don't know why. It's just what I taste, and then like the lychee tastes weird. So for me, like I just don't like it. It's not for me. If somebody likes tea, just a really big tea fan, really big lychee fan, and they don't hate rye, this is a great bottle for them. It's just not me. So I shitted on this bottle quite a bit. So, but everything else I own, it's not like horrible. I nitpick a lot of these bottles because I never want to recommend anything I don't really, really like. Her Benchmark 8 was your fave? Hey, I'm not going to say it's my fave. I'm not going to say it's bad. Benchmark 8's probably like my least favorite of the benchmarks, but I mean, hey. Gear Jammer says, I only bought that bottle of Jack Daniels on my 21st to see if the clerk would sell it to me. He asked for my... See if the clerk would ask for my ID. He did not. I bought it in Norcos, California. I mean, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here. I wish I still got ID'd sometime. Most of the time they take a look at me and like, oh, you're good. Oh, kid's crying. Kid's freaking out. I can hear him. On a non-bourbon note, bro, the kid had gas yesterday. Bro, losing his mind. Me and the wife were like, probably gonna have to throw this out and get a new one. I don't know. Miss Lopez says, Cow Crew. Tuxedo Cat says, just so y'all know, I said I'll be back after the Panthers knock out the Bruins, and right after I said that, they scored with a minute and 30 left. I'm a psychic. Florida owes me big. Tuxedo Cat, I'm not going to call you out, but I'm going to call you out. The moment I read the chat where you said you'll be back after the Panthers, I checked the score. We were already up 2-1. But because I like you, fuck yeah, they owe you too. I don't give a shit. Panthers moving on, baby. I was stressing because we haven't won a game since I bought the kid the onesie. If we didn't win tonight, I was taking that thing and burning it. So, yeah, so what's crazy is, like, I've never been a really big hockey fan, bro, but, like, it's been firing me up watching these games. I don't know why. I'm very just in tune with it at this point. I'm pretty stoked because I watched hockey as a kid with my dad, and we watched Panthers and stuff like that. But I never really got into it after I left the house. Now we're kind of cruising back into it. Big fan. If we could just get the Marlins to win, we'd be okay. How's the Hibiki? It depends on which way you want to grade it. I really like it. It is expensive though, because this bottle is basically $100. Now, the category I would put this in, if you want something that is completely different from anything else on your shelf, definitely pick it up. It's very citrus forward, very light. When I drank it, I was like, I said it was like drinking pillows. You know what I mean? It was very light, which I liked. The only downside of this bottle is it's 86 proof. The proof to me is so light. For $100, it's like that's the downside. You know what I mean? It's hard to like say, hey, this is really, really worth it. Like, it's a good bottle. It's unique. That's why I like it so much, is that I can drink Redwood Empire, and then I can drink, the Bardstown. I can go to the Eagle Rare lineup, or Blanton, or what is it called? Buffalo Trace lineup. And those are all in a similar wheelhouse, where the Japanese whiskey is completely different to me, which I really like. So for me, I'm okay with paying the money to have something really different on my shelf. But the proof point, a lot of people aren't going to like. There is, this is just like their standard Hibiki though, for $100. If you go get a cast strength or their 12-year or anything like that, you're paying $300 a bottle. But if I can imagine, those are probably really, really good. But don't take me on my word for that, because I haven't had those. Tuxedo Cat says, Nuggets beat the Celtics in the finals. Panthers beat nobody's in the finals. If that's how we have to draw it up, and the Nuggets have to win for the Panthers to win their first title, let's go. I don't care. Miami Heat aren't in anymore, so I'm all about it. Tuxedo Cat, if you're such a psychic, why'd we lose all our March Madness bets? I keep the receipts. All right, Tuxedo Cat, I'm going to go into the merch for you. So let me pull this up real quick. Switch off the dashboard. All right, let's go into, let me pull that up. All right, it's going to go live, not today, but next Friday when we do the giveaway live. And you'll be able to go onto this site, kind of comb through some products. I got some cups. I'm going to go into my favorite one so far, which is Who's Your Pappy shirt. It's kind of a play on the Pappy Van Winkle, but you can kind of see I can't use anybody else's. I can't use that bottle picture, so I created my own. I got a little old man with a mustache and beard. It says, "Who's your pappy?" It also has "Call me old fashioned" right underneath. But that's not all. We got the back of the shirt. It says "Limited edition whiskey, established in 1961, premium quality." So it's in the white shirt though. I don't know. I thought it was cool, so I went with that. And then let's see. And then obviously we have the "Call me old fashioned" shirts, right? I spiced it up. I got a little American flag on the sleeve. Obviously, the logo here. You can get that in a few different colors. You know, forest green, dark heather gray. You know what I mean? You can pick up what you like. Obviously, I have the Bourbon Dad, right? There's a lot of dads that watch the stream. It's embroidered. You can get them in one of the two different colors. I probably would go with black, but that's just me. Something a little simple, nice little hoodie. And then obviously you have this one right here, Bourbon Dad, little graphic tee. I think it's best in navy, but that's just me. And then, of course, you have a Call Me Old Fashioned hoodie. You have the Bourbon Dad coffee cup. And then probably my wife's favorite, it's going to be the Bourbon Dad Not a Stanley. You know what I mean? I also have the Call Me Old Fashioned Not a Stanley. So, yeah, we have a few things in there. You can pick it up. You guys asked for it. So I'm just pleasing you guys at this point. So by all means, you'll be able to check those out next Friday. See what it's like. William Hall says, I can't wait to get back to Japan. Wait, what? I can't wait to go back to Japan. Hibiki's good, very popular there. Also be looking for Japanese only release. Yeah, for sure. Look, anybody traveling anywhere, whether if it's Japan, Australia, look up for like special releases for that area. That's what you want to pick up. I can imagine Hibiki's probably pretty popular there in Japan though. They probably have like their own special batch. This one though, just to give you an idea, it's imported from Japan and then it's imported to Chicago, Illinois, bottled there, stuff like that. What was I gonna say? The reason why I got this bottle is me and the wife's date night is typically P.F. Chang's, right? It's a pretty good, restaurant that we like going to, and I always get the Japanese old fashioned. It's a smoked Japanese old fashioned, and this is typically what they put in it, so that's why I got it. Tuxedo Cat says, like the Monopoly Man. It's kind of like the Monopoly Man. All very good. I'll take a look. Not today, you won't. Next Friday. There'll be a few other things added in there, but I just want to give you guys a little sneak peek. By all means, don't feel obligated to go buy anything. It's not that serious. But I remember last stream, people were saying they would rather have merch than have a bottle. So I just wanted to give you guys the best of both worlds. So, and then that way in future giveaways, I can give away that stuff too. Who knows? I may give away a shirt or something next stream. Just saying. That's why you got to have the bell turned on. That way you get notified. Hang out with us when we have a little drinky drink on Fridays. But yeah. All right, cruising on 45. Let me check the wife, make sure she's okay. See if the kid's in the crib, Nope, not in the crib. He's just chilling. All right. I have to turn down the nursery lights, though. I read the chat where you... There we go. All right. Anyway, guys, I know Miss Mabel over here is drinking that seagrass. What is everybody else drinking on the night? Am I missing something? Should I be drinking a little something, something? I wish I would have had a pour of this, but you know what? Let's do this. I'm all out of Glens because of that blind we did. But we talked about it, so I want to drink it. Just a little, just a taste. You know what I mean? Just a hair. Tuxedo Cat, just to give you an update, Eric commented on the post that I made saying that he couldn't show up tonight. He had to call out of the stream. Somebody's graduation's today. Somebody in his family. I know he has daughters, so I'm guessing daughter probably graduating. So that's why he's not here. I gave him the day off. Don't worry. He's not going to get reprimanded for it or nothing. But you guys are like boyfriend and girlfriend, so I figured I'd tell you. Yeah, the Hibiki is very like citrus forward, very floral, and very light as well. Tuxedo Cat says I'm drinking a pina colada. Bro, are you on vacation or something? You had something. What did you have earlier? Like a daiquiri or something? Oh, you had the Cosmopolitan earlier. Now a pina colada. Are you on a cruise? Because you're drinking cruise drinks right now. But anyway, pull this one up. People definitely think I'm a girl now. I already said I was drinking a Cosmopolitan. Hey, just to give you an idea, Cat, you may be a girl. We don't know. What's funny is I know most people don't even know what my actual name is. Like, I know everybody called me old-fashioned. I'm totally fine with that, by the way. I like it that way. But I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, nobody really knows who I am. It's kind of cool to kind of like have that weird boundary. But yeah. Bro, I would show you guys. It's a lot of details of my life. I made a video of the from like the moment the wife told me she was pregnant, all the pregnancy moments kind of leading up to the birth, the actual birth in the room. Not like, you know what I mean, decent camera angle stuff. And then like the first like month of the kid being born, just like quick little clips. Bro, it was a fucking great video I made. So, in my opinion. Other people said it too, so it's not just me, but like I'd like to share that kind of stuff with you guys, but I think it's most people, if somebody started talking shit, I'd start hunting people down, you know? Oh, I literally just figured out how to make the chat bigger. I'm getting a little too old, bro. I need maybe some readers. But yeah, so next stream, like what's on the agenda? I'm thinking I may do something mid next week just to kind of do a few different things. What did he say? He said, LOL, my fiance is making me drink girl drinks. Hey, I said it when you were in here, bro. Little Cosmo Wednesdays, little Strawberry Daiquiri Wednesdays, or Walk Wednesdays is what it's called. We go on walks, have a little Strawberry Daiquiri, a little Cosmo or something. I drink with the wife. The girl drinks. She doesn't like any of this stuff, which sucks because if she liked this stuff, bro, I would be all game. We'd be in here all night. But she likes vodka, tequila, stuff like that. Huge Janus, bro, I love the name. Says, what's the Bardstown next to the rye? This one? This one, bro, this is one of my favorite bottles. I don't touch it as much because I want it to last. But it's the Bardstown Bourbon Company. It's a single barrel. It's like a store pick, I'm guessing, from the Shores liquor store. It's a Rickhouse B Floor 5. It's 126.8 proof. But I see a lot of different stores getting single barrels and of the Bardstown. And it is very good. One of my favorites to make an old fashioned with. And like the proof is just right. It like I don't know if you've had Woodford's Double Oak. Woodford's Double Oak has this note in it that's like a chocolate, like a mocha note. This also has a similar like chocolate note to it, which usually are very good for me to have an old fashioned. That's just like my style. But it's sweet, but because of the 126 proof, put some hair on your chest. It's very good though. I started this in January. I had this bottle in January, I mean. And when I got it, I'm like, this is the best one I've had all year. Everybody said it was because it's January, but it's still top 5 right now for me. You know, obviously you can say like the Eagle Rares and stuff like that are all very good, but I look for uniqueness, and that one's kind of unique. Downside of that bottle is it's expensive. Anything Bardstown's fairly pricey, but I will say that anything I've had from them, it's very good. It's my favorite rye, and that bottle is up there for my favorite bourbon. It's not my favorite bourbon, but it's very close. William says, you are lucky. My wife loves bourbon, and so it goes a lot quicker around here. I mean, a lot quicker. Except my scotch, which she won't touch. I'm not a big scotch guy, but you're right. As much as I'd love to probably sit down, just drink bourbon with the wife, talk bourbon with her, if she was just pounding like all my expensive bottles, I would have an issue. You know what I mean? Bonding Over Whiskey says, I got a question. Is the Discovery Series 6 good? Saul 4 for 130 each, I think. What do I have here? I don't think I've had the Discovery Series. I hear they're very good though. I have the Origin Series and then just their standard Bardstown Bourbon Company single barrel. So it's like its own little thing. But I hear the Discovery Series is very good. That price point is why I haven't bought them yet, because I'm always looking for something else, and if I see them, I'm just like, I'm not in the mood to spend like 150 on it. But in the future, I will be getting more. WT_PT says, I'm hitting some Elijah Craig barrel proof at 120 right now. Bro, you can't go wrong with Elijah Craig. Right? Elijah Craig? Yeah, no, I'm right. There's a store around here that does like store picks for Elijah Craig, and they're around like 115 to 120 proof. Very good. But he's definitely putting his own little expensiveness on it. Adventure Nomad says, I missed the whiskey review on how the Japanese whiskey is. I didn't actually do like a review on this. I did a review in a separate video on it, but because we're here, the Hibiki is it's good. I hate that I have to preference like the review like this, but like this bottle is like MSRP is like $100, and it is good. The reason why I like it so much is that it's very unique. It's super light to drink. I always say it's like drinking clouds, right? It's just how I describe it. Very citrus forward, very floral, no like super harshness to it, but at the same time, the biggest downside is it's only 86 proof. So that proof point is gonna fuck it up for a lot of people. And when I was drinking it, I was saying like, hey, like if this was 100 proof, unstoppable, bro. It's very unique, very good. But at 86 proof, for $100, you can pick up a lot of stuff that's also very good too. But I would say if you want some, like if you have a shelf like mine where it's just like Redwood Empire, Bardstown, some Michter's, some High West, Buffalo Trace galore, you know what I mean? And you're trying to find something that's going to be completely different from everything you're drinking, this is good pickup. That's why I like it. That's what I'm drinking right here. So, very good. It's supposed to have some Japanese oak to it too. I can't remember where I saw it. It's like it's finished in like a Japanese oak barrel or something like that. So I don't get a lot of oakiness from it. And if I do, it's like sweet oak. So that's the review. Book it. It's good, but it's expensive. So I know a lot of people like get pissed when I recommend bottles that cost over $50. They're like, I could buy Evan Williams bottled and bond for that. You know what I mean? Like they get pissy. So, but I like it. I always say, like, me and the wife go to PF Chang's for date night, and I get the smoked old fashioned, the Japanese old fashioned there, and this is what they use, and that's why I got it. So, WT_PT says I stay around 70 or 50 to 70ish. Seems to be the sweet spot. I would agree with that. You know, the right bottles for the right price, you can get under 50. You know what I mean? You can get some Buffalo Trace, you can get some, Benchmark, but when you're trying to find like a new or unique bottle, between 50 and 70 is like that sweet spot. If you're spending over 70, like it really needs to show it. You know what I mean? And that's where, like, I think the part where this one shines, it's the reason why you would spend the money is that it's completely different. So it's good, but like it's not like anything else on my shelf. But yeah, sometimes I'll spend over 70. Like I think the single barrel was like $85. The rye was like $75 or something like that. The Redwood Empires, I like their whole base lineup. They're all super cheap. When you get into like downside of the base lineup is the proof, right? When you get into their bottled and bond or their cask strength, they get up to like $75. That's kind of that border where like I'll buy them because that's something I really like, but it is pricey. You know what I mean? So I try to find bottles that make a lot of sense for the right price. Just to give you an example, like Eagle Rare, if you can get it for MSRP, is like the perfect example. $40, you know what I mean? Like perfect bottle if you can get it, and you can get it for MSRP. The Bobby says, do you have Still Austin in Florida? We do, but Still Austin has been popping off like nobody's business, so it sells out. A lot of the stores that I go to, the way they do their allocated system is points, right? And the more you spend, the more points you have. And because the way they consider allocated stuff is anything that sells super fast, right? So they want to give a chance to their loyal customers to get those bottles. So a lot of the Still Austin stuff here is considered allocated at the stores I go to. But I don't see them at like the Publix's or the ABC liquor stores or anything like that. I only see them at like the mom and pop places that do like weird allocated stuff. I've been trying to get my hands on some. Everybody says the cask strength one is the one I need to get. So, but yeah, I want to get it. It's on. I made a video of like top 5 bottles like my subscribers tell me I need to be hunting, and that was on there. Is the Still Austin. I hear it's awesome. So I don't know how much it costs, but I can imagine it's probably like a fair middle of the range price. Bobby says, lame, yeah, cask strength when you can. That's what everybody says. It's what sucks is like for the point system places, like if I'm gonna rack up enough points to buy, so like the one thing they do though is like when you buy the bottle with your points for the allocated stuff, it's always MSRP. There's no markup on it. So like I'm gonna be able to buy a bottle of Stag for MSRP and not even blink twice. That's something I'm gonna end up buying when I have those points. Not probably not the Still Austin. I'm probably gonna just travel to like Georgia somewhere and get the Still Austin. I went to the liquor store for Eagle Rare the other day and they sold out before I could arrive. They keep Buffalo Trace on the shelves fairly readily though. Where are you at, WT? BT? I just made a video about, and this is just my assumption, right? I'm just like reporting the news, you know. $50 in Vegas? All right, Bobby, do you live in Vegas? Bro, that's dangerous. I'd love to live in Vegas, but I would be on the streets for sure. So I made a video about a lot of the stores around here, not like the normal liquor stores, not the mom and pop places, the Winn-Dixies, the Publix, the chain places got like this weirdly like average size drop of allocated bourbon, which is, Eagle Rare, some Blanton, some E.H. Taylor small batch, Weller Special Reserve, and like, Travelers. You know what I mean? And almost every Winn-Dixie around me got like 4 bottles of each, right? So, I got word that it went all the way up to, that camera must have died. All the way up to Charleston, South Carolina. I know Georgia got some Weller 12-year age instead of the Special Reserve. So if you guys live around a Winn-Dixie, go check that. I heard Publix got some too, but Winn-Dixie was like the biggest, like, everybody said Winn-Dixie that picked it up. WTPT says in Oklahoma, and you can get Buffalo Trace fairly easy. I don't know anybody in Oklahoma, so. Bobby says, yeah, I do, not on the streets though. Bro, when I go to Vegas, I go all out. So I'd love to live there because, bro, I love all the food. Zion's like a quick drive down the road. Me and my wife's favorite place to go is Zion. And I love to gamble. You know what I mean? I love to hang out, the casinos, have a drink, spend some money. I mean, that's a good fucking time to me. But the downside is like I go crazy. And because I know I'm there on vacation. If I lived there, who knows what would happen? I probably would be on the streets because I'd spend all my money. Let me see here. I got to get that little ticker thing when it pops up, I don't think you guys know what I'm talking about. Well, boys, it's been about an hour, and this is the second live stream that I'm going on. If you guys want to go watch the last live stream I did like an hour and 20 minutes ago, feel free to go watch that. It's not very long, but I do a blind taste. Feel free to check that stuff out of all the Eagle Rare, Blantons, all that stuff. But yeah, if you just very quick, I'll quickly go over all the administrative stuff. Giveaway. Oh, where's that button going? There you go. Giveaway instructions. Again, we're doing a giveaway not today, but next Friday, live on YouTube. A drink called what? AR. I'll have to do it later. I can't pull it up while I have this piece going. But yeah, no, we like to drink a little bit of alcohol here. Just a little bit though, nothing crazy. But yeah, giveaway next Friday. We're going to be giving away either E.H. Taylor Small Batch or Antique 107. I always tell everybody, like, just grab whatever you can not get easiest. But every comment on any of the videos adds into it because I'm going to select one comment from 4 different videos, and those 4 are going to go head-to-head in a duck race live on YouTube. Obviously, you got to be subscribed. More importantly, you got to be 21. And then, of course, you have to be live in the chat on the 24th. So make sure you clear your schedules. 8:45 next Friday. We'll be live. We'll be doing some drinking, a little bit of giveaway. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. And then, of course, the merch drop next week. And then, yeah, if you guys haven't already, subscribed, like the video, and I will see you boys next week. Peace.
I came from the